All right, so it's 5:30, so we'll call this meeting to order. First up is roll call. Council at Large Cummins.
Here.
At Large Postian.
Here.
Council Ward number 1 Hembry.
Here.
Ward number 2 Helm.
Here.
Ward number 3 McNeil.
Here.
Pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
To the agenda approval, there are no additions or anything. Is there a motion to approve the agenda? Hembry with the first and Helm with the second.
Helm,
Yes.
Postian,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Cummins.
Yes.
All right, so that takes us down to communications. This is the part where anybody can address the council. Just make your way to the podium, state your name for the record. And Tim is the only one online.
You're on the clock.
All right, seeing as there is none, I'll close the communications part and we'll just go down to the consent agenda. These are routine items that can be enacted with one motion unless someone wants to pull one out. And these are the approval of the council meeting minutes from July 10th, approval of the council meeting minutes from July 17th, approval of the airport minutes from July 19th, approval of library minutes from June 26th, approval of the library director's report from June of 23, approval of the library annual report of 22-23, approval of a liquor license renewal to L&B's Poorhouse, approval of the liquor license to A&J Entertainment, which is also the Red Pin, approval of downtown, the DRIP request from the County Automotive Services at 306 Lynn Street, approval of a trip reimbursement request from the groom station in the amount of $7,500, approval of a DRIP reimbursement request to Tiffany's Tipton Bakery in the amount of $7,500, approval of the updated 3-year renewal with Office Machine Consultants for their managed services, the approval of a purchase of 10 transformers from Resco in the amount of $34,712.94, and finally, the approval of the claims register, which does include claims paid under the current purchase policy. Do any of these need to be pulled out? Hearing if there are none, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion. Second.
Hembry with the first and Postian with the second.
Postian,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Cummins.
Yes.
Helm.
Yes.
All right, so the first under city business is a resolution that would authorize an economic development grant. Mr. Wagner?
It's basically a short amendment to the development agreement we had with the group that's doing the work to renovate, restore the Rhinos building. It's not going to keep that name, but that's what we've tended to refer to it as. This changes the development agreement from reimbursement at the end of the project, completion of the project, to when qualified reimbursements can be made and approved by the city. So it moves up their ability to seek the $150,000 grant. That's basically it.
Just for clarification, it does not change any of the actual monetary terms,
No,
just the time frame.
no.
Any questions or anything? Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Postian with the first and Cummins with the second.
McNeil,
Yes.
Cummins.
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
Postian.
Yes.
All right.
Just as a slight addition to this, copies of these reimbursements are sitting on my desk right
All right,
now. Waiting for action.
all right. Thank goodness we got it passed then. All right, the second one, it's a resolution that would set a public hearing regarding the dehumidification project at the James Kennedy Family Aquatics Center. Mr. Wagner?
Yeah, this would set the public hearing on the new plans and specs for your next meeting. I wanted to mention something that is different from the public hearing that the council did in May. Didn't get acted on. The plans and specs weren't accepted at that point. There was a cost estimate for the project that had a base bid and an addendum 1. The base bid was to install the DH unit on the pool side of the building on the ground, and alternate 1 was to give the council the option to remove equipment from the roof that would no longer be in use because it was being replaced. So when you added the base bid back then with alternate 1 back then, the cost would have been, or was estimated to be $194,000. And I noticed here that first, there was no alternate 1 because it's included in the base bid now. Because as the new unit is being put up on the roof, those pieces of equipment are now not an alternate, they're part of the base bid. And then the installation of the roof unit is estimated at $145,000 or $49,000 less than what the estimated project was for the same activities back in May. And so I wanted to know if that was a mistake, and I wrote to KPE, and one of the engineers wrote back and said that the savings is due to the field alteration of the DH unit. So the next item that has the field modification for 5770 is a cost there of about $5,800, but it's in large part the source of the $49,000 in savings that you're looking at here for the overall project. And then he goes on to say that the reduction in the required feeder length from the electrical service entrance to the unit. In May, the May's price was several hundred feet of conduit that no longer needed, cable, conduit boring, handholds, equipment requirements, and man hours were included for routing the DHU feeder around the east side of the building. With the August redesign moving the unit to the roof, much of the above items were reduced or eliminated from the estimate. This accounts for most of the cost reductions you cited. So that's a summary of why it's so much less, because of the item that follows this.
So does this base bid include removal of the old?
Yes, yes.
Good.
The only thing that, there is an alternate here, the new alternate 1 here.
Hook up the controls.
Yeah, that was alternate 2 before, and in both, it's 6,200, that's the same.
All right, so this would be a resolution though to just set the public hearing. Is there a motion to set the public hearing?
Motion.
Embry with first and Helm with second.
Hembry,
Yes.
Cummins,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
Poshton,
Yes.
McNeil.
Yes.
All right, and number 3, this is discussion of possible action that would authorize the mayor's signature approving proposal to field modify that pool unit for the James Kennedy Family Aquatic Center at the cost of $5,770. Any questions on that anymore or any different? Is there a motion?
Motion.
Embry with the first and Helm with the second.
Cummins,
Yes.
Helm,
Yes.
Poshton,
Yes.
McNeil.
Yes.
All right, so that takes us down to the reports, the mayor's report. We are getting close to school time. Football camps, volleyball camps, other camps, cross country, I think it's having one too, are getting into full swing, so please keep an eye out for those kids that are coming back and forth to school, and then school will be starting in 2 weeks. So then really watch out for them running across all over town in the mornings and the afternoons. Any council reports? Committee, city manager,
Nothing tonight.
departments,
I
heads?
do.
Yeah.
Your September meetings, your first meeting is supposed to be on September 4th, which is Labor Day. So I wanted to see if council wanted to bump that a week to meet September 11th and then following week, September 18th. So we would just do 2 back to back. Would that be okay?
Yes.
Okay.
4 out of 5, yes, for sure. All right, then that takes us down to adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Helm with Hembry with the first and Helm with the second.
Helm,
Yes.
Ashton,
Yes.
McNeil,
Yes.
Cummins,
Yes.
All right, thank you, everybody. We are adjourned.